Well, UCF did a really nice job on Saturday. Played really smart, sound, and did a great job. Manufacturing some offense. Doing a few new schemes we hadn't seen yet. I thought our defense played pretty darn well. 3 touchdowns we gave up were on the offensive side of the ball. A couple interceptions and a fumble. That was running back for a touchdown. We're having a tough time offensively. We ran the ball pretty decent, but we had trouble once we got inside the 20s and had a lot of difficulties throwing the ball, and a lot of that was attributed to Central Florida. I think they're really, one of the best defensive teams we played this season. Very talented over there, well coached. Played extremely hard, and the 7-6 at halftime, and we came out in the second half and just didn't do anything. We've got to put that one behind us. I know I've said that a few times before because we got a really good team we're getting ready to play this weekend. University of Houston, they've had a ton of success over the last few years, particularly last couple with Coach Herman and his staff and what they've done there at U of H. And, it's a similar type offense to what we've seen over the last few weeks. So there is a little bit of carryover, I think, with as far as they will formation in and how they run the ball and throw the football. Obviously, one of the top quarterbacks in the country with Greg Ward, and he brings a dynamic, to the game that you don't see very often. And then defensively, they're very, very talented over there. A lot of it starts with that great freshman nose guard that lines up right over top of your center. So we're going to have to play a great, great ball game Saturday, and that's what we're going to need to do.
Take questions for Coach Fritz, please. Star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue. Then the operator will introduce you.
We'll go to Shannon Green from Orlando Central.
Hi, Coach. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. I was wanting to get some more thoughts from you on UCF defense. Specifically, I know that UCF had made a halftime adjustment. They moved Rico Johnson, number 21, on pitch, and that seemed to work a little bit more effectively for them. Did you notice any other adjustments that UCF made after halftime that seemed to trouble the offense?
Well, there's a lot of things that troubled us, but they did a nice job when we were throwing the ball. And again, we got behind and had started throwing it, but dropping 8 into coverage. And, some of the times we were max protecting, only had 3 guys out on the route, and, they were all over the place on the field. There just wasn't very many holes. And, and then they do a nice job of just closing gaps. They got some big guys inside, and there's a few times we had some plays blocked, and ended up being gains of 5 instead of 15 or 20, just because of the good job of playing the blocks and the big dudes they have inside.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll go to Dan Tortora from WakeUpCallDT.com.
Good afternoon, Coach. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just to take a look at this upcoming game against Houston, just what you can say about Tom Herman. Had a lot of respectful things to say about what you're doing and the plan that you're building, and I know obviously that plan takes time, and you being in your first season with Tulane, but you've been successful everywhere. What can you say about the buy-in and how the team is responding to you despite adversity at this point?
Well, they've done a great job. They've really embraced change. I've been very impressed with the attitudes they've had. And we had to talk to them here the last few weeks. We got to keep scratching and clawing and fighting every single week. But as far as the attitude and effort, it's been great. We've been close in a lot of ball games this season. Other than the last couple, all of them come down to the fourth quarter. And I think that's a credit to, the coaches and the players, managers, trainers, everybody affiliated with the program. But we still got a long way to go. We've got to do a great job recruiting. We've got to do a great job of developing these guys that are in the program, and in order to be a team, like a U of H that, that can put up some great, numbers offensively, defensively, in the kicking game and win a bunch of ball games.
And when you look at the fact that obviously, it takes time to take an environment for whatever it is and move it into a positive direction, and obviously the mentality is a big part of the team. So what can you say about the psyche of the team as you work to move this environment to a positive place, to a place of winning for Tulane? What can you say about kind of the mentality of the guys at this point?
It's been great. It really has. I obviously we, going in, you talk on Monday, we take Sundays off. We come in on Monday, and I've got to tell them, hey, the only thing I know how to do is just keep fighting, just keep working hard, and get better and pull together and be positive, and they've been really good. As I mentioned before, I've had very, very few problems. They've been an excellent group to work with. I wish we were showing it with wins instead of being close. But it is, we got to remember that, it is a process. I'm a very impatient person. I would have liked to have gotten it done yesterday instead of tomorrow or the next day, but we've got to keep working hard.